Welcome back, everybody, or anyone new. Welcome. My name is Wes. This is Top Shelfers, and today I'm announcing a whole new series for the channel, calling it Mysterious Minds. Now, I know it's kind of a silly name, but the whole idea is we're going to be exploring weird, unusual, creepy things of that nature. Now, for the first little bit, I'm going to be primarily jumping into true crimes, cults, the word that YouTube doesn't like, conspiracies. Then we will obviously cover a lot of things of that nature, umbrella down. We'll start unpacking some icebergs. We'll start unpacking some TikTok mysteries, some new age stuff, not just all old age events. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now. I'm not going to be doing news related topics by any stretch of the imagination unless it's weird news. I don't like covering mainstream new age news because it's just, it's not something I'm interested in. So I wanted to announce the series next week, or within the next 6 or 7 videos we should have our first episode. Now it's going to be a pilot. It's going to be more edited and a little bit more scripted slash drawn out, meaning that it's not just going to be a gaming video or a reaction video like Factor Cap is. Like, I'm going to be researching. It's going to be similar to some of the creature features I've done, which that series is still happening. I'm taking more time with each episode because I want them to be good for you guys. I want them to be enjoyable, and I want you guys to actually watch the whole thing and enjoy every second of it. Now, I'm going to give you our first 5 episodes, a little bit about them, and then we will go from there. So, first episode, I'm going to jump right into some true crime serial killer. I'm covering Dennis Nilsen. Now, his nickname is the British Jeffrey Dahmer. So if that gives you any insight on what it's going to be like talking about him, he is a complete psychopath. I'm about halfway done with my research right now, and I'm digging into a little bit more of his the things that he did. Like, I've dug into his past, his childhood, teenage years, young adulthood, kind of building the profile of what led him to the horrific events that he chose to do. After that, I'm going to be covering the Philadelphia experiment. Crazy one there. If you know nothing about it, stay tuned. I'm also going to be covering the Slender Man stabbings. Now, if you guys are familiar with that one, it kind of got some headlines. It revolved around 2 girls who ended up taking a 3rd girl out to the woods and stabbing her in the name of Slenderman. Now, if you don't know what Slenderman is, it's a horror icon slash creepypasta icon, horror game icon, creepypasta icon. There's a lot that goes into that one, and I kind of want to throw a couple ideas out to the world that I think might be going on there. 4th, we'll be talking about a cult, the Sullivanas. I'm not super familiar with that one, but I have a true crime master list for a podcast I'm a part of, and that was in my cults section, and I know nothing about it, so I picked it, and it sounds interesting. And then finally, I'm going to do my final video on Michael Franke. I've done 2 of them on this channel, but it was in a very informal way. I'm going to upload a formal discussion, explanation of the murder of Michael Franke, because it's one that is absolutely insane and should be talked about a lot more, but isn't. Some bigger true crime shows have covered it as of late, but it's still one that I don't think gets the attention that it needs. A man was murdered in cold blood, and I believe that there was some really, really bad people and bad things going on in that area of America, which is Oregon. So those are my first 5 episodes. Now, when I say a laundry list, I got a laundry list of stuff. 15 or 20 cults I want to talk about, popular conspiracy theories. I mean, we got, let's see here, the Philadelphia experiment, Pearl Harbor, peak oil, tube bombing, disappearance of Sugar, North American Union, Titanic, which is a crazy conspiracy theory if you guys like that. Now, I'm not saying that I believe in conspiracies, because there's a lot of them I don't. I really don't. But I love the idea of creating a possibility of something else going on. I will be doing a big deep dive into MK Ultra, Elvis faking his own death. There's a lot of research around that. The Jesus conspiracy, which that's going to be like a 5 or 6 parter. Illuminati, if there really is anything that has to do, like if it really exists. NASA faked the moon landing. Flying saucer crashed in Roswell. JFK, obviously. There's some other ones too that we'll be getting into. Random true crime topics, like I've always wanted to research Al Capone, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, why marijuana really is legal or illegal, and the fight to make it legal, and all the shit that went into that doesn't get mainstream coverage. DB Cooper, we might jump into. He's kind of been overdone as of late. Susan Smith, Larry Nasser, OJ. We might do OJ at some point. Amanda Knox, Missing 411. I love talking about that one. Robert Durst. I mean, there's just tons and tons and tons of stuff that I want to jump into. And then I have a huge list of actual serial killers. Harold Shipman, Joel Rifkin, John Duffy, Beverly Allett, Arthur Shawcross, like big names that aren't like your big hitters, right? Like if you're interested in more of like your mainstream serial killers, you can check out my true crime podcast if you want. True Crime Drunks on any platform. But I'm going to be doing dives on that, and then there's also stuff like iceberg theories, Reddit theories, shower thoughts, like a whole bunch of other stuff that's going to be revolved around this, but I don't want to overestimate what's going to come out right now because I don't know. I don't want to promise, hey, you're going to get an episode every this amount of time, because it's just me. I'm just one person, and I do have a full-time plus career, so I don't want to overestimate and say, hey, yeah, you're going to get an episode every week. It's going to be edited. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. It's probably not going to be that. I'm going to do them when I can, and I'm going to make them worth your guys' time. So if you're excited, let me know if there's anything you want me to cover. Anything at all, I'll cover it. Just drop it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you're excited for these first couple episodes. If you're not, I can, of course, change it. I mean, I've already got Dennis Nilsson done. I'm not going to change that, but if you don't want to hear anything about the other ones, that's fine. Let me know. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm excited to get this series rolling and cooking. And then we're also going to keep doing Creature Feature. You're going to get an episode here in the next week or two on the Wendigo. Spooky. And then all of your other favorite series that are doing well right now are going to continue going out. So let me know. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.